Okay. A Greenucha, a Carja Galair, Falcha Road, Gustad Stemple, Durlas, Ela, Duncleha Canis Nakunte, Ider Kildangan, Agus BorrisIleigh. Tasulagum Gomeg Cleha, a Rouse, a Green Inu. And the 3 Ula Sound 2019. Welcome, friends, ladies and gentlemen, one and all. Friends that may be tuned in on YouTube from New York to Dundalk to Gurta Harkle, Denimadi. I hope you enjoyed this day in Thurles. We're here a few minutes before the start of the 2019 county final between BorrisIleigh and Kildangan. Kildangan have been the form team and have a good record recently over BorrisIleigh, and bet them 5 weeks ago by 8 points in the North final. BorrisIleigh were flat that day following 120 minutes battle the previous Sunday with Burgess. But Boris will be hoping for a better outturn today. And the teams line up as follows. According to the programme, there may be changes, but I'll come back to it. In goals, we have James McCormack of Gortini. Number 2, Seamus Burke. Number 3, Paddy Stapleton de Saint. And number 4, Liam Ryan Drifter. Number 5 is Sean McCormack. Number 6 is the great Brendan Maher. And number 7 is Ray McCormack, which completes, along with Dan, number 9 gives us 4 McCormack brothers. Number 8, Tommy Ryan Palace. Number 10, Kieran Maher. Number 11, big tall Niall Kenny. And number 12, his brother Conor Kenny, Moose on the Loose. 13 is Kevin Maher, a young chap this year that is making his debut this year. And Jerry Kelly, another young chap who has played last year and the year before. And number 15 is James J.D. Devaney. These 2 young guys, both Kevin and James, have added a new spice to this BorrisIleigh team, have given plenty of options to a team. These boys can hurl and have speed. Of course, JD is a grandson of the great Liam Devaney. His name, we had DJ in the past, now we've JD. One to watch for, along with his buddy Kevin Maher, two youngsters. Kildangan then come in with a strong pedigree. Players like Willie Connors, their full-back James Quigley, who's having an outstanding year, Paul Flynn, Alan Flynn, Dickie McGrath, David Sweeney, and of course Jack Lucknam with the BorrisIleigh connection. His uncle Joe is our publican. Then you have up front then, I'll give you the Kildangan team. In goals, Barry Hogan. Number 2, David Sweeney. Number 3, James Quigley. Number 4, Fergal Hayes. Number 5, Dickie McGrath. 6, Alan Flynn. 7, Darren Moran, their captain. 8, Jack Lucknan. 9, Johnny Horan. 10, big rangy Dan O'Mara. Number 11, Willie Connors. Number 12, Joe Gallagher, who didn't play recently in the North final. He's on today. And his brother Tig, another one to watch. Paul Flynn, and of course that live wire in the corner, Billy Seymour. We all saw the work and the damage and the goals he got this year for Tip under 20s. Now we're within a few minutes of the game about to start, and they're about to take their place behind the famed McCarthy band around the field, and then we'll be ready to go. Now, listen to Tip FM the last few days. All the scribes have gone with Kildangan for this county final. They are the form team, there's no doubt of that. They have scored 20 goals to date in the championship. BorrisIleigh have 8. BorrisIleigh lead the points with 3 in the championship run-ins. Now they're off, and the team is led by the captain, joint captain of Sean McCormack, along with Conor Kenny, and 2 young sons of Philip Maher as mascots. And the captain today for Kildangan is Joe Gallagher. My apologies, I had said Darren Moran, but that was the last day in the North final. Joe, of course, couldn't play, but he's back today, and we wish him well, because he came back after injury. Now the teams are heading up towards the town end, following the McCarthy band, and we're within minutes of this anticipated county final. The story is Kildangan are going for their first, although back in 1938 they won one when they were joined with Kilbarron. BorrisIleigh are going for their 7th. Their last was 1986, a long time ago. They lost heavily here 2 years ago to Thurles, and Kildangan lost here 3 years ago to Thurles as well. But back in 1986, BorrisIleigh stopped the gallant Killarwan team by 14 points to 7. An inspirational display that day by Philip Kenny, who scored 6 points from play. And connection to today's team, his both sons, Niall and Conor, are on the starting 15. Of course, their name is synonymous with hurling in BorrisIleigh and indeed Tipperary. Philip himself, son of the great Phoebe, along with Phoebe's two brothers, Sean and Paddy, won All-Irelands with Borris, with Tip first of all, and county finals with Borris. So Sean indeed captained Tipperary in 1950, and he captained BorrisIleigh in 1949 and 50. And in 1953, captain was the late Tim Ryan of Ballyroan, Bobby and Aidan's father. Anyway, the teams turn towards the newsstand side. And kind of cool here, but at least the weather has improved. The elements were conspiring against us early on. But looking out towards the hills of BorrisIleigh, it's looking brighter out there. Maybe that's the omen we need, because it has been a very wet morning, indeed several wet days, and the pitch is looking great after all the rain. I see Dara Egan there on the sideline, a member of the backroom team of Tipperary this year, and what a great year they had. And I must send congrats to Brendan Maher, picking up his All-Star third one Friday night, and of course Shemi Callanan, at last getting Player of the Year. Should have got it possibly a couple of years ago, but well done Shemi, well done Brendan. Now we're within minutes to starting line up, and the team are turning now, and they'll soon now break up to face their positions and see where it takes us. Today, so far, nice and bright. Now, getting brighter. Rain is holding off. Doesn't seem to be much wind, a little. And the last match was indeed very, very exciting, with a great late finish from J.K. Brackens, who got a goal at right on the stroke of 4 minutes gone into injury time. But anyway, back with today's game. McCarthy band lead him across the middle of the field now, to the music of Galtee Mountain Boy. And what a great tradition it is to have the band leading the players around the field. It must be a special day for all those youngsters, and some not so young, but still a special day is county final day, one of these rare days. Now, within minutes at the start, we'll have to see what changes might happen as we go through. We'll wait and see. 4 McCormack brothers on the team. James the goalie, Ray wing back, Sean wing back, and Dan midfield. And in a not too distant future, please God, their young brother Paddy will join them. Now, the band is near complete, and the teams are starting to go into their huddle, because we know now, next few minutes, the national anthem, and then the game will be on. At the moment on the Borris team, I don't see any changes. On Kildangan, I said the same. Jack Lucknan, number 8, is out there with number 9, Johnny Horn. Now, national anthem. There you have it. The national anthem is complete as the players take up their positions. Big Conor Kenny runs up. It looks like the half-forward line he's going to position himself on. Conor had a superb game here the last day against Kildangan, and he's had a superb year with Borris. Fine, strong player and very good in the air. Interesting who they'll put on him. James Quigley was on him in the North final. Now, as we go in, Stan McCormack and Tommy Ryan may throw in with Johnny Horn. And it's off. Willie Connor's first break onto ball, and it's Jack Lucknan. Jack Lucknan, number 8, and he's back. It's left-hand side to the corner. This corner. And it's Billy Seymour. Billy Seymour. Oh, what a save. Or was it the post? Off the post, and it's still dangerous. What a let-off for BorrisIleigh. Billy Seymour is dynamite. Okay, Brendan Maher to settle things down. and outside, and up goes near is Jerry Kelly, but it's in the hand of big Niall Rangy Kenny to his brother Connor, they call him the Moose. If the Moose goes loose, Kildangan will be in trouble, and the ball is hit from Dan McCormick into the right corner towards young Kevin Maher. Kevin Maher of Knockanure. Kevin takes on, and he sides up his man lovely, and Kevin Maher is coming in at the goals. Number 13 is Kevin Maher going in for a shot. Blocked down by Alan Flynn. Alan Flynn hits the lowish ball up to number 7 to Darren Moran up the side. The ball now to big rangy Dan O'Mara. Dan O'Mara and Tommy Ryan Foot closing in, but Dan O'Mara is going down the sideline here under the old stand, going down, and it's Sean McCormick to approach him, and a big long shot from Dan O'Mara, and the first score of the day goes to Kildangan, and a good long point by Dan O'Mara. This player has a lot of potential. We've seen him a few times this year. BorrisIleigh will have to get the shackles on him. Right now we're trying to see where we're setting up. JD is out around the half forward line, and the puck out to be taken by James McCormick of Gortini. Paul Flynn standing away, but the first sharp puck out was taken to Paddy, but Fergal Horgan deemed, he's calling for, there's some problem with the helmet on Brendan Maher. This match has been refereed by Fergal Horgan, experienced ref from Dundrum, from Knockavilla. Fergal wasn't happy with the helmet. Now we might get a chance to see what's happening. They have put out Dickie McGrath to pick up the danger man, as they see young JD Devaney, grandson of the great Liam. Jerry Kelly has come on to Alan Flynn. Interesting, BorrisIleigh have recognised Alan Flynn has been very influential this year. Brendan Maher has the helmet fixed, and now we're back with the puck out to be taken by James McCormick. Short puck out to Paddy Stapleton. Paddy Stapleton had a superb game here the last day against Killer One McDonough's. Now it's out to Brendan, out along. And Brendan with the ball. No, Brendan is trying hard. He slipped. The conditions are cruel. But Brendan again, as Brendan has it off the ground, Brendan has it, trying his best to get out, but it's rucking. And the referee, Fergal Horgan, deemed he was held. So now we need a nice steady free. Brendan will take his time as always, nice and calm. This young man, drying the towel by Darren McKinnon. Okay, now this will surely be a long one. Brendan Maher is just leaving down the ball, stands back. Brendan Maher of Cullehill. Brendan Maher, ever present on the Tipperary for the last 10-11 years. What a player. Brendan Maher, number 6 on his back. Brendan Maher strikes straight down the centre. But it drifts left and wide. In the first few minutes, 3 minutes gone. 1 point to Kildangan scored from Dan O'Mara. Now puck out to be taken by Barry Hogan. And the ball is dropping towards Sean McCormick, and he's falling behind, and his brother Ray. But once again, the danger man is running into him. But Sean McCormick picks up the pieces and drives it. Number 5, Sean McCormick, up towards big, tall Niall Kenny, who goes for it in the air. And Jerry Kelly chasing in, but it's Kildangan backs getting it out. And young Kevin Maher is in the ticketing very early in this game. Young Kevin Maher, number 13, passes to Moose. Moose again goes out to the wing. Yeah, Conor Kelly turns to his favourite right hand side. And hard luck, Conor. Keep trying. Interesting, you know. In the early stages, Kevin Maher is getting a few breaks. In the early stages, he's won everything that come his way. Ball pucked out by their goalie and dropping towards Jack Lucknan, but being challenged by Dan McCormick. And now it's Ty Gallagher, a speedy merchant. Now the ball, it looks like a sideline ball to be given to BorrisIleigh. Right under the middle of the newsstand, taken once more by Brendan Maher. Right, Jerry Kelly looks to be centre forward now, and Alan Kelly, or Alan Flynn. Now Dickie McGrath is picking up. Alan has dropped back, watching for the breaks as he normally does. Moose is on Darren Moore, and the ball is caught by Alan Flynn, and he sweeps out with the ball. It passes to James Quigley. James Quigley having a superb year, but just hit that time over the side. But James Quigley had a tremendous North final against BorrisIleigh. Today now they have Niall Kenny gone in on him. Niall, big tall fella, handful I'd say for James Quigley. Now back with the play, another sideline to be taken by Brendan Maher. Brendan takes a shot this time, goes through, and it's young JD Devaney, but it's falling back. Number 11 is Willie Connors playing a deep roll, but Willie hits it up the right hand side, aimed for Billy Seymour, breaking between Seamus Burke and Billy Seymour. The ball is broken inside now, but Billy Seymour's looking at what options on. He passes the ball to Dan O'Mara, but Dan O'Mara been hassled and harried by the great play by the BorrisIleigh backs, and they lift each other. Great support play by the Boris back, Sean McCormick and Drifter, Green Mine. A big long free taken quickly towards young Kevin Maher. Referees deemed a free out, maybe for a push. Free out to be taken by Barry Hogan, the Kildangan goalie. 1 point to nil in favour of Kildangan. 5 minutes, nearly 6 gone. Okay, long puck out by, or free being taken by Barry Hogan. And big Brendan Maher puts up the hand. And a block down by Willie Connors. Blocked down by Willie Connors. Willie put on a nice bit of pressure there on Brendan after a great catch. Now number nine, Johnny Horn is going to take this sideline ball for Kildangan. Brendan Maher had a simply outstanding year for Tipperary this year. Well done, Brendan, after coming back from a horrific injury and then to pick up an all-star. Okay, John, all right. Puck out far corner between Billy Seymour and Seamus Burke. It's breaking, and Paddy Stapleton was very alert, and back to Brendan Maher again. Brendan picked it up lovely there, and the ball break. Big Niall Kenny, but James quickly out first this time. But now it's Moose on the loose. Moose number 12. He frees Young Devaney from Boris. Young Devaney hits a lovely shot. JD, and a first point for BorrisIleigh by JD, that youngster who has lots of potential, lots of ability, and lots of speed. Grandson of the great Liam. Ball back with the field again. It's number 2 way out of his position. Number 2, David Sweeney. Must be on a man marking job. Ball breaking now again. It's Sean McCormack. But it's Paul Flynn. Paul Flynn now with the ball. Brendan Maher chasing. Now, the danger man is Paul Flynn, but out snuffs it is Seamus Burke. They call him Foxy. And Foxy clears the ball. Down the field is Dickie McGrath, breaking it, and it's Niall Kenny. But it's James Quigley, but Niall Kenny dispossesses him. And Niall Kenny's coming in on the end line. Niall Kenny up, blocked down superbly by James Quigley. But Niall Kenny still has possession to Jerry Kelly. Jerry Kelly. And a score for Jerry Kelly. Well done, Jerry. And Jerry gives the fist to the crowd. Jerry, a grandson of the great Timmy Delaney. Timmy, a stalwart of a half-back for BorrisIleigh down through the years. And a great score by Jerry. A big, strong young chap he is. Now, 2 points to 1 in favour of Boris. But that point did not go up yet, interesting. Oh, maybe, let me see now. I thought it was given. Excuse me, the point is given. 2 points to 1 in favour of Boris. First score for Boris was JD Devaney. Second score was Jerry Kelly. Okay, there's an injury or a helmet problem with one of the Kildangan backmen. He's back on his feet again. Just some running attention. Puck out now, Barry Hogan. Conor Kenny has gone to the left wing today. He did all the damage the last day against Kildangan on the other wing. No, sorry, he's on the right wing. And it's Alan Flynn. Alan Flynn gathered the puck out and pucks a long ball. And it's going to drop into James McCormack. But James, ever so confident, James McCormack caught the ball. A long ball again. But once again, Alan Flynn is breaking onto it. But Kevin Maher is trying his best. And it's big Niall Kenny again. Niall Kenny is causing a lot of damage in the early stage. A big rangy player, of course. Now, Niall Kenny's after winning a free. And to be taken by young Kevin Maher. Kevin, the son of John Joe. Cousin, of course, John Joe is a first cousin of the great Owen Kelly. Owen Kelly's father and John Joe's mother, Larta Mercenary, are brother and sister. John Joe himself was a fine hurler. Now, young Kevin is taking this at the age of 18. What an occasion for him. Taking on his right side is a cool customer, no problem to him. And straight over the bar by Kevin Maher. Great point, Kevin Maher. And the score reads 3 points to 1, and BorrisIleigh have settled fairly well. Because this year, they've been hurling in sports, but when they've hurled well, they've hurled very well. Now, puck out again to be taken by Barry Hogan. Number 2, David Sweeney is out on a man-marking job, it looks, on Dan McCormack. We'll see how it develops. We have put Kieran Maher back on as a half-back. Now, snapped out of the sky by Billy Seymour. Now, the referee gave a free in. Said there was a bit of pushing or something. It was Joe Gallagher. Joe Gallagher was fouled, and probably Willie Connors. And Willie had a tremendous All-Ireland and a tremendous year with Tip Any Days. He came on as a sub. He's one serious hurler with a tremendous engine. BorrisIleigh will have to get the shackles on Willie. Willie had a great North final 5 weeks ago. Anyway, back with the play, and Willie's about to take a free. And the score reads 3 points to 1 in favour of BorrisIleigh. And there's 11 minutes gone. And over the bar, yes, Willie puts it over the bar. Reads 3 points to 2. Interesting, Kieran Maher is out here near the sideline. Instructions from the manager, probably Johnny Kelly. Johnny Kelly leading a great backroom team of Philip Kenny, Philip Maher, Martin Maher, and Angela Welsh. and have put in a superb effort. Brian Lawler is the manager of Kildangan. Now, there's a hold up again. There's attention being given to Paddy Stapleton. Paddy had a superb game against Kildangan and big buggy on him, but it didn't phase him one bit. He cleared ball after ball, but of course there's tremendous pedigree in that breed there of the Stapletons, as we know from the Saint, Matt, TF, Paddy, Michael, the whole lot of them. Great hurlers, great, and cousins as well are all able to hurl. Father Vincent and Owen back along, and Matty is on the present team as a sub. Anyway, back with play. Paddy seems okay again. James McCormick take a puck out. Will it be short? Will it be long? Looks to be long this time. Aiming for up towards JD Devaney. And JD Devaney at speed down the wing. JD Devaney has speed to burn. JD Devaney running in. JD Devaney off his right side without catching the ball. Oh, hard look, JD. Did everything right. He had the speed on the side, turned in, hit off the hurl without catching. He is one for the future. Liam Sheedy, are you listening? Here comes, yes, the ball on the sideline again between Paul Flynn and Paddy Stapleton. Sideline ball to be taken by Ray McCormick, the youngest of the McCormick brothers. No, he's leaving it to Brendan. Brendan Maher is going to take this sideline right near his own dugout. 3 points to 2, 11 minutes gone, nearly 12 minutes gone. Okay, here we go now. Well done, Brendan, along free towards JD Devaney again, breaking at speed, and it's Niall Kenny again. Niall Kenny, but it's Alan Flynn being blocked down by JD. Great work by JD Devaney. Right, Ty Gallagher is going midfield, being followed by Kieran Maher, who is actually a cousin of Kevin Maher. Now it's a Kildangan line ball, but taken by, is it David Sweeney? No, it's hard to see the numbers from here. Long sideline, dropping towards and catches. Is it Billy Seymour? But won by Dan McCormick, but referee deemed he fouled the ball. A free into Kildangan, but taken by once more Willie Connors. And it's a cold day here, but thank God the rain is staying off. It had been a very wet day, and we've had a lot of very wet weather. Anyway, free to be taken on the 65 by Willie Connors, number 11. Okay, we'll stay with the play now. Willie Connors strikes. Another point for Willie Connors, another point for Kildangan. 3 points each. 3 points each. Okay. Puck out James McCormick. James McCormick pucking out long again, in for JD Devaney again. And Niall Kenny. Dropping lovely in JD's patch. JD takes on his man. Didn't work this time, but still has the possession. JD passes back down the field to Sean McCormick. Sean McCormick held fairly high, not a free. Big long strike by Brendan Maher, and will it go over? And a great score by Brendan Maher. A super long score by the great Brendan Maher. Yes, Brendan Maher. JD Devaney back to Sean McCormick. Sean McCormick back to Brendan Maher, and over the bar. 4 points to 3. Puck out once more by Barry Hogan, and this time he aims this wing here towards Ty Gallagher. Ty Gallagher catches the ball, being chased by Jerry Kelly. And Jerry is harrying him. Now it's Liam Ryan Drifter from Fantana, son of Paul and Helen, and he passes it to Conor Kenny. Conor Kenny hits the ball in, but barely goes wide. Oh, could have done anything. Okay, great support play by BorrisIleigh. Well done, Liam Ryan Drifter, because we know Ty Gallagher is a danger man. Puck out once more on the far side, taken by Barry Hogan, dropping. Now it's Kieran Maher. Picks up where he did very well the last game as a deep half back. Now to Dan McCormick, another temporary hurler, and Dan strikes off his left side, and as they gone over, put it up they say, and the Borris crowd are getting behind their team. A great score by Dan from his left side. Great score, Dan. Now we're 5 points to 3 in favour of BorrisIleigh. Now James Quigley, after a short puck out, picks up possession, passes it down towards Paddy Stapleton and Paul Flynn. But it's once more, it's Kieran Maher picking up great ball. It's Tommy Ryan, but it's Willie Connors after picking up a spill ball there, but to number 2, David Sweeney. David Sweeney off up the forwards. No, David Sweeney is playing midfield. He's picking up Dan McCormick. Okay, that was a let off for BorrisIleigh.
By David Sweeney, who's out there in the middle of the field wearing the
number 2. Now, James McCormick, a long puck out this time. Who's he aiming for this time? Looking for Moose. Moose has a caught. Moose on the loose. Oh, hard look, Connor. Connor Kenny, he's a tremendous man to catch a high ball. Connor Kenny is oozing with form this year. What a year he's having. Okay, Barry Hogan once more takes the puck out. Down through the centre, it's Barry Hogan. And it's Connor Kenny intercedes the puck out. Number 8 is Jack Kildangan with the BorrisIleigh connection. Jack back to Darren Moran. And the ball dropping towards, is it Billy Seymour? Billy Seymour being chased by Foxy. The ball is there though. Ball is still there. And it's young Kieran Maher again after winning the ball. Back to Seamus Burke. Seamus flicks the ball back, but the ref deems it free. The ref deems that Seamus Burke pushed the ball or threw it. Yes. And that's a present now. That's Kildangan have to be given a present of a free because we were in possession to clear the ball. Anyway, 5 points to 3. It should be 5 points to 4. Willie Connors again, and the rain is starting to come down again. We've had so much rain. Is it global warming? Is it climate change? What is it? But we're after having some amount of rain. And it's Willie Connors. Willie Connors strikes again. And this time it's wide, surprisingly for Willie, because he's usually an ace-1 free taker. James McCormack back with the play. 16 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. James McCormack studying himself, taking his time, studying his options. Pucks this time towards Connor Kenny again. Connor Kenny up with the hand again because he's a good man in the air. Very close again, Connor, very close. Now it's coming out with Decky McGrath of Kildangan. Decky offloads to David Sweeney. Down the sideline, but it's breaking towards Foxy. Being chased by Billy Seymour. Foxy coming out the ball with the yellow helmet. And Foxy breaks the tackles and passes his full back, Paddy Stain. Paddy Stain looks up, drives the left side, aiming towards Jerry Kelly. And you also have Niall Kenny there, but the ball is drifting out over the sideline. Conditions are cruel. It's great work that Semper Stadium is as good as it is and hasn't caught up after all the rain. And a match already played today. Okay, back with the play. A line ball be taken by Kildangan. Is it Jack Kildangan? No. Down the sideline again, Tommy Ryan breaks for it. Tommy Ryan, and it's Sean McCormack in the hunt. And it's Kildangan now, but Alan Flynn lets fly on the ground, but it breaks inside. It's Paddy Stapleton again doing a lot of covering. Paddy Stapleton again turns his back towards goals. He finds Sean McCormack, and that's great defence play by Sean McCormack and Paddy Stapleton. Now young Kevin Maher coming out for the ball. Now big Niall Kenny attacking him. Big Niall Kenny. He passes to his brother Connor. No, and that could have been a goal. Oh. Niall Kenny was in for a goal, but he did the unselfish thing and passed it to his brother. But it's Paddy Stapleton going up into the clouds again, and Paddy's making his mark this year at Borris, and every year for that matter. Now it's young Kevin Maher. Young Kevin Maher flicks the ball. Kevin Maher's going out. It's Alan Flynn once again, but the game is picking up a tempo. Now it's Paul Flynn. Paul Flynn is a danger man. Paul Flynn, keep him out there is what the crowd will say. Now he finds Ty Flynn, but lets the ball. Doesn't work out for him, but it's big strong Dan McConnell, but Ty Gallagher's after robbing him. And Ty Gallagher coming in down the left side. Ty Gallagher's after scoring a point for Kildangan. A point there for Ty Gallagher when it could have been cleared by Borris, but at times the game is just about to take off. Good game. Good score from Ty Gallagher. But back with the play, James McCormack. Gortini up the sideline. James McCormack again towards JD. Has switched to this wing now on Decky McGrath. JD has the ball up. He's taking him on down the wing. JD has speed. We know that. JD running at him. And there's JD. And there's a great score from young JD. JD the Manny. We've had DJ, but now we have JD. Speed, guile, panache, call it what you will, he has it. Now, back with the puck out, we weren't alert for the puck out. We let Jack then pick up a very loose puck out there. And it's back with the play, it's Darren Moore now. Darren Moore is trying to pick out Paul Flynn. Paul Flynn, as we said already, is their danger man, but being shepherded out over the sideline. And it's sideline ball to be taken by Brendan Maher. And the score reads 6 points to 4, and BorrisIleigh will be reasonably happy the way they've settled.
sideline ball for Boris.
Okay.
Just under 45.
And had we had the Bantam Cock here today, I saw young Eamon Grooms. It's an old tradition, started way back in the 50s with Paddy Darcy, continued by the late Tom Tierney, the late Ned Harty, and in modern times, Paddy Dolan on big county final day. But anyway, back with the play. Brendan Maher taking a sideline. Great ball again, Brendan Maher. Down towards Jerry Kelly. Jerry Kelly's de-headed. Yes. We'll probably get a free there, but the helmet was pulled off his head.
Just gone down holding his head at the moment.
Fergal Horgan is having a word with Alan Flynn.
It's going to be a card, I would presume, for the Kildangan centre back Alan Flynn.
No, there's no card there by looks of things. He just cautioned Alan Flynn. Free to be taken by young Kevin Maher. And Jerry Kelly getting run repairs to his helmet. This is a day for helmets getting repairs. Kieran Maher is acting as a third midfielder there, and it's working out because he's crowding there. We know the danger man there, Ty Gallagher, Joe Gallagher. Paul Flynn, if he got space, will probably come to occupy that space shortly as well. Drifter out in the wing on Ty Gallagher, even though the position to play corner back, but he has to follow his man. Now back with the play, Kevin Maher to take this free. Kevin Maher from Green Lawn originally, and now Knockanure. Kevin Maher studying himself. Kevin Maher now. Kevin strikes. And it's over the bar by Kevin Maher. Well done, Kevin. Great free by Kevin. And the score reads 7 points to 4. Puck out now, Barry Hogan to take the puck out. Now, puck out to be taken. And was taken out to Decky McGrath, shortcut out, but being harassed by young Kevin Maher and big Conor Kenny. Oh, the ref gives a fairly dubious free. The puck out was originally taken by Barry Hogan, who picked out Decky McGrath. A free now, or was it Fergal Hayes? It was. No, cup out. Puck out to be taken by Barry Hogan. Long free down the middle, aimed in around the danger area. Up goes Billy Shearer, but he caught it in the hand and he offloads. He offloads to David Sweeney. Now David Sweeney, brilliant play by Dan McCormack. Dan McCormack robbed. What a steal by Dan. Now young JD again running on. Now it's Niall Kenny. Niall Kenny getting onto a lot of ball in the early stages. The ball breaks inside, and it's James Quigley. James Quigley scoops it out. Now it's Alan Flynn again. Alan Flynn running down past the half midfield line, but once again taken by young Kieran Maher, who followed him all the way. Kieran Maher plays to Foxy Burke. Foxy Seamus, cool one. Seamus on the run, offloads to Niall Kenny. Niall Kenny, but Seamus could have struck for a point. But anyway, it's James Quigley, that good full back, has the ball and he pucks back to his goalie. Being harassed by Jerry Kelly. And it's Alan Flynn once more. Out there and more. And it's Tommy Ryan. Tommy Ryan of Coast Park. Short pass to Brendan Maher. And Brendan strikes a great ball, and it could be a good one. Hard luck, Brendan Maher. Hard luck, just a small tail near the end. The Boris big men are playing well today. From Brendan to Paddy to Dan and Connor. And lots of others contributing as well. Now, Paul Flynn again trying to make space. And Paul Flynn, we know is dangerous. Dan O'Mara. Now to Billy Seymour and being harried by the Boris backs. And once again it's Brendan Maher coming out with the ball. Brendan Maher, there's a fantastic left side clearance by Brendan Maher up towards Jerry Kelly and big Niall Kenny. But it's Jack Lucknan with the BorrisIleigh connection. Hits the ball. And now it's Darren Moran. Darren Moran was the captain from North Isle, down the side towards Ty Gallagher. Ty Gallagher facing Dan McCormack. Ty lets go and it fires in towards Seamus Burke and Billy Seymour. Oh, now danger man has it now again. Billy Seymour strikes. It was wide and it was very close. Very close.
24 minutes on the clock.
Billy Seymour was close there. 12 is Joe Gallagher. Okay, puck out once more, and it's short one to number 4 to Liam Ryan Drifter. Liam strikes a left side ball, dropping towards Alan Flynn and Niall Kenny, but Conor Kenny, it breaks inside. Kildangan man down injured. He's picking himself up rather gingerly. He's okay, back on his feet. Once again, back with the play. It's Ty Gallagher on the far wing. Ty Gallagher is playing all over the field today here. Now down to Paul Flynn. Paul Flynn now picks up one here. Going sizing himself up for a score, and he gets one. Paul Flynn does take watching.
by the full forward. A good score there. It's now Kildangan 5 points. BorrisIleigh
The score reads 7 points to 5 in favour of BorrisIleigh. 26 minutes nearly gone. And once more, a puck out to be taken by James McCormack. This time he strikes long, aiming for Jerry Kelly. Jerry, a grandson of the great Timmy Delaney. And Jerry strikes right side over the bar. And a great score from Jerry Kelly. And he fist pumps. Jerry nonchalantly struck the ball over the bar. Great score from near the sideline. Okay, puck out once more to be taken. 8-5 in favour of BorrisIleigh. Puck out to be taken by Barry Hogan. Great score, Jerry Kelly. Barry Hogan down the centre this time. No, veering towards the side, towards Sean McCormack. Now it's Paul Flynn again, starting to make headway, but cleared up by the Boris backs. It's Kieran Maher. Kieran Maher down towards big Niall Kenny again. Niall Kenny blocks down and into his brother Moose. And Kildangan get out, clear the ball. Kildangan worked the ball out from Alan Flynn, from one to the other. Now he's out, Alan towards Paul Flynn. Paul Flynn, but being harried by Paul McCormack. Great tackle on Paul McCormack. Sean McCormack. Paul Flynn strikes in the ball, but Kieran Maher is breaking onto it. Kieran Maher. Oh, there's a high tackle there. Now the ref is giving it. There's a given a free. There's a free been taken. It was Dan O'Mara that was fouled. Dan O'Mara was fouled, and a free by to Willie Connors. Okay, 27 minutes gone, 8 points to 5. BorrisIleigh will be fairly happy with the way they've settled. Good competitive game, anybody's game, no more than a 50-50. Now, Willie Connors takes this free. Willie Connors takes his free, and he strikes. Over the bar once more for Willie Connors. Puck out to be taken again by James McCormack. James McCormack is varying these puck outs from short to long, from left side to right side. Good long puck out has James. Okay, James again. Aimed the far wing, picking out towards Conor Kenny. Jerry Kelly and all, and the big men are over there. Now it's young JD picking up the break. There's JD with speed. JD is bottled up, but look at that for ingenuity. And a young JD coming in, young JD, and a great, and a goal! Whoa! JD Devaney's lit up Simple Stadium. JD Devaney, you're a good one. You lit up the stadium. You're brilliant. You took on the man from the sideline, worked your way in with the speed we all know you were God-given. And a goal for BorrisIleigh, leading the score 1-8 to 6 points. Now driving on. A puck out once more will be taken by Barry Hogan. Ball dropping on Paddy Saint and Drifter. Liam Ryan the Drifter. And a brilliant hurler is too, is our Liam. Near the sideline ball, there's a lot. But the Boris boys are trying everything today. There's no give up. Now it's Paul Flynn picks up a break. Paul Flynn aims it in centre towards the danger man is Billy Seymour. Billy Seymour will have to be picked up. Billy Seymour gone inside. Billy Seymour. Oh, wide from Billy Seymour. And when he got inside, I dreaded him going for the goal, because he did it in Nolan Park for the tip 20s. He did it in Park Nagale in the All-Ireland under 20. He's a danger man, a brilliant hurler, a brilliant prospect. On we go again, and it's young JD. Oh, young JD and young Kevin Maher are certainly making their mark here today. And it's great for young chaps of their age. Sideline now, and it's going to be taken by JD. No, it's Jerry Kelly. It's Jerry Kelly is going. Jerry Kelly has turned out to be a bit of a specialist at these. Jerry Kelly has scored a few of these. BorrisIleigh have settled well today. Jerry Kelly. Now he hits it. Just connect greatly, but the ball is still there to be won. And the two Kenny brothers are harrying and attacking it, but it's Alan Flynn once more clears his lines. And it's down towards Dan. And Dan wins the tussle there, and it's Kieran Maher. They're first cousins, by the way. They're harrying and they're tackling, but the Boris backs are playing fantastic. But a free being given to Kildangan by Fergal. Fergal Horn gives a free, and we're coming up to half time, and BorrisIleigh 3 minutes to half time, and the score reads 1-8 to 6 points in favour of BorrisIleigh.
Willie Connors about 50 out from the goal, about 3 metres in.
Willie taking another free for BorrisIleigh, for Kildangan. BorrisIleigh, all their main players, they're all doing very well so far. They have to keep it up, though. Concentration and work rate will get them there. Work rate. It's Willie Connors. Willie strikes. Over the bar, Willie Connors bringing it back to a 4-point game. I'm sure Johnny Kelly and his background team are happy with the way we've applied ourselves here today. They're not found wanting when it comes to effort anyway. Ball dropping again towards big Conor Kenny. And Conor, the king of the skies, offloads back down to Dan McCormack. And Dan with a left-hand strike hits it in towards the goals. But it just fizzles wide. But is there a better player out there than Conor Kenny in the air? I don't think so. One of the greats in the air. Coming from a rich pedigree. Anyway, out we go. And it's Sean McCormack with one hand, but it falls in behind that great Tipperary player for years, Paddy Stapleton. Up towards Niall Kenny, who's out here now near the sideline. Niall Kenny out, has the ball, he falls, but he holds on to it. But it's Kildangan pick up the pieces. It's Ty Gallagher. Ty Gallagher running infield. Ty Gallagher now with space. Now he goes past the ball to big Dan Rangy O'Mara. But he's being chased by Ray McCormack. And Ray and Dan are having some tussle. Ray McCormack tries to bring out the ball, but it's Kieran Maher. No, it's Brendan Maher. And a great clearance, Brendan Maher. Up the centre. And big Conor Kenny again. Conor Kenny. And now, that was young JD again. Young JD again at speed. Young JD. What a player. What a man. What a young chap. What a score, JD. Woo! JD is lighting up Semple Stadium like his grandfather Liam did in the past, and indeed his father Seamus did too, back in the BorrisIleigh team of 88. What a prospect is our JD. As I said before, we've had DJ, but now we have JD. Dickie McGrath on the rebound for Kildangan. Up sideline, it's out over the sideline, and a sideline ball to Kildangan. Fergal Hayes was in possession, but it broke free, and it's a sideline to be taken by, looks like Willie Connors, but their numbers aren't that clear, and the day is dark, but we could turn on the lights if we have to. Anyway, it's Willie Connors, yes indeed. Willie pucks the ball, he goes to the far side, he aimed for Alan Flynn. The intention was good, but he hit too far, and the score reads 1-9-7 in favour of BorrisIleigh. Tommy Ryan racing over with endeavour to take this sideline. But they're giving it to Sean McCormack. Sean McCormack. Now, interesting, Brendan Maher has gone centre field, where he could be very potent. Now, it's Sean McCormack, son of John and Tricia, pucks up the side, but it doesn't work out. But so far, it's been a JD show, and we're very near half time. And the performance of JD Devaney, for a youngster at 18 to light up Semple Stadium in a senior county final, just speaks volumes for the young chap. Now, sideline taken by number 7, Darren Moran. Darren Moran taking the sideline here near the Kildangan dugout. 1-9-7 points, 5 points lead for BorrisIleigh. There's the half time, and BorrisIleigh will be very happy as the team is running off the field. BorrisIleigh have taken a grip of the game. They're going well. Young JD has been patted by his fellow players. He's a great youngster, but they're all doing well. Brendan, Dan, Paddy, Sean, Drifter, Liam, Kevin, Kieran, every one of them I can see. Jerry, Ray, every one of them. There's nobody found wanted here today. They're giving it all. You know, and for BorrisIleigh to be going into a county final as an underdogs, there's a great position going in. All the scribes went for Kildangan. We're not there yet, but we're going very well. And I'll leave you now there, and I'll be back to you in the second half. Thank you. Okay, we welcome back the teams for the second half. BorrisIleigh now play into the BorrisIleigh end, and Kildangan play into the town end. We're playing to the Kildangan end. Now, no changes I can see so far. Okay, here we go, and the ball is turning, and it's Tommy Foot breaks onto the ball. Tommy Ryan, and he's an overhand strike over to Dan McCormack. Dan McCormack catches the ball. Dan hits it his left side. Dan's having a fine game. Ball dropping now between Kevin Maher, and it's JD again breaking down the sideline. But it's number 4, Fergal Hayes. Now it's Kildangan on the attack. After hitting the ball down through the middle, was being picked up by Seamus Burke. Foxy coming out with the ball with a distinguishable yellow helmet. Foxy drives down the left side again. Now it's Fergal Hayes putting up a hand for it, but young JD coming in behind him. It's David Sweeney, number 2, coming out with the ball, a hardy looking player. Now number 7 is Darren Moran, Johnny Horn, and it's David Sweeney. Pucks the ball in, and it's Brendan Maher once more. Brendan Maher showing style and elegance and panache as always. Brendan Maher wins a hard-earned ball. Number 7, Number 7 is Darren Moran on Conor Kenny. Who's picking up JD? Ball free being taken and hit into the corner towards Kevin Maher and Conor Kenny. Ball still there at Kildangan sub is on, number 17 is on. And as Kevin Maher does a bit of a schmozzle, and it's young JD again. JD breaks down the ball and from his left side puts it over the bar. What a score by JD! JD Devaney, 1-4 today. You have JD Devaney, you're lighting up the stadium as I've said already. What a prospect. Left side, right side, any side. Ball dropping again, and it's Kieran Maher. Seamus Burke, but the ball is breaking inside. It's breaking inside, it's Danamara. Kildangan after getting a goal from Danamara. Danamara is hurt. The ball broke inside, and Danamara is hurt. The ball broke inside. Now it's 1-10-1-7 in favour of BorrisIleigh. And the ball just hopped in, broke kindly for Dan O'Mara, and he lashed onto it, and James McCormack had no chance. Now their number 17 is on. Their number 17, wait till I see who he is. Number 7, Martin Minahan. He's been around a long time. He's after coming on in place of who? And he's picking up Kevin Maher. David Sweeney is picking up JD. Seconds. Number 17, Martin Minahan on Kevin Maher, getting to know him, if you know what I mean. Sean Hayes is on as well for Kildangan, so there's 2 subs. Kildangan after making 2 changes. Sean Hayes is on here, and Martin Minahan, and gone is Jack McDan is gone, I think. Puck out, and it's Kieran Maher. Kieran Maher towards JD again, and JD up with the hand again, and JD again. It's Ty Gallagher playing very deep now. Ty Gallagher coming out with the ball, and now a free for Kildangan, taken by Alan Flynn. And Big Dan O'Mara will have to be watched. He is a rangy player, a long player. Number 7, Ray McCormack, is on Paul Flynn. Paul Flynn has been moved out from the full back line, or the full forward line. Now puck out to be taken by Barry Hogan. Here going a long free to be taken by Barry Hogan, and then drops. Oh Jesus! And it's Kieran Maher. Kieran Maher coming out with a great ball. Kieran Maher, fantastic play. Kieran Maher out to Sean McCormack. Sean McCormack clearing his lines. It's towards Conor Kenny. Conor Kenny. It's Fergal Hayes. Fergal Hayes passes back to Alan Flynn. Alan Flynn, short pass to Willie Connors. Willie Connors. And now it's Conor Kenny has intercepted, or Devaney is intercepting the cycle. Now it's Big Dan McCormack running at pace. Big Dan McCormack, and we get a free in advantage. Great work being done by Dan McCormack.
JD Devaney is everywhere today in making that tackle.
JD Devaney trying his heart out. Dan McCormack used his physicality, came out with the ball and won a free for himself. Free to be taken by, looks like Brendan Maher is standing up to take this one. Brendan trying to hurl. Okay, Brendan Maher's getting ready to take this free, and the score reads 1-10-1-7 in favour of BorrisIleigh with 4 minutes gone in the second half. Brendan right on near his own, near the midfield. Brendan Maher's going to take this. Brendan Maher's going to take a long free, and he strikes. And he scores, and a great score, and a great long score by Brendan, and he goes back to his customary centre half-back position. And 1-11-1-7 favourite Boris. Puck out Barry Hogan, long one down the centre, trying to puck it away from Brendan Maher, but Brendan Maher is going towards him. Brendan Maher customary bats the ball, and it's Tommy Ryan, and it's Willie Connors at one hand, but Willie Connors is picked up. Willie Connors going up the sideline. And a wide, he went for it. Yes. But a wide ball by Willie Connors. Willie Connors has a tremendous first touch. He's one to watch. Okay, back with the play. Puck out be taken by James McCormack of Gortini. James McCormack, one of 4 brothers on this team. A long puck out again, dropping towards Jerry Kelly. Big strong Jerry, and Jerry puts up the hand, but he'll fight all the, and it's Ray McCormack. Young Ray kicks the ball in towards Niall Kenny. Niall Kenny on the ground, he's up. Niall Kenny, but it's Alan Flynn of Kildangan wins himself a free.
And there's a chip in there, and it's going to be a free out.
A free out to be taken.
Alan
No, it
Flynn
was
the man
Alan
who
Flynn
won
who won
that
it,
free,
and
he
now
was called
it's
for
Barry Hogan's going to
hand
take it.
out and leave it to him
Barry Hogan,
himself.
it looked like Fergal Hayes was going to take it for a while, but they called out Barry Hogan. Now he'll take this long, so the Boris backs want to be vigilant. I see Kieran Maher is back there as an auxiliary backman, and a long ball, dropping, and the full back line, and it's Seamus Borkup, and it drifts wide. Seamus shielded his man well. Puck out once more, be taken by James McCormack. Probably down for Conor Kenny or Jerry Kelly. The big men will always be targeted, of course, and why wouldn't they? Now, here comes Ray McCormack from Gortini. Ray nice and calm, and the ref is blowing the whistle time to hurry on. Now Ray, right hand side this time, he's towards his brother, he's going towards his brother Dan this time, or Jerry Kelly. But it's JD again, breaking onto the ball. It's Sean McCormack. Sean McCormack been swallowed up by 3 or 4, but Sean won't give up, I can tell you that much. And a lash by the Kildangan man down the sideline, but it's a sideline ball to be taken, a BorrisIleigh one to be taken by great Brendan Maher. Now Brendan Maher. Okay, 111 to 1-7. Okay, Brendan Maher and the sideline takes a short one, saw somebody at play, but it works out well. It's Dan McCormack, Dan to his brother Sean to left stand side over towards Jerry Kelly of Rathmai.
Now we're ready.
Son of Dennis and Jolie.
Down the middle, but it's won
And
by
Alan Flynn is dropping towards Kieran Maher. Kieran Maher now fairly unlucky. Kieran, a high tackle on a high tackle on Billy Seymour, which was unlucky. It was accidental, ref. Accidental. He turned back into him. There was no intent there, ref. No, the ref sees it that way too. Now free to be taken by Willie Connors. Willie Connors' frees are keeping Kildangan in the game. Now, 7-8 minutes nearly gone in the second half. Clock shows coming up to 8 minutes gone. Free to be taken by Willie Connors between the half back line and the 21. And it goes wide, surprisingly for Willie. That's a surprise and wide for Billy, because he's usually Willie is very accurate, mostly. Okay, back with the play. Puck out, one taken once more by James McCormack. James is looking to see what options he's on, and he pucks a long ball down towards Conor Kenny once more. Conor Kenny up into the air, and it's breaking for Dan. Dan has power and strength, and Dan pucks the ball, and he's young Kevin Maher wrecking down the field, and young JD as well. Them boys will chase. Now it's David Sweeney coming out with it. He's battled up by Kevin Maher. Battled up, but the ball is coming away. But he's been battled up by Niall Kenny, and it's young Kevin Maher. Young Kevin Maher running through. Young Kevin Maher, he offloads to Niall Kenny. Niall Kenny, big Niall coming through. Big Niall, number 11 on his back. Number 9 is coming through. And a great score, Niall Kenny. What a score, Niall Kenny. What a score, Niall Kelly. You earned that, and you did it like your father did 33 years ago. What a score. Talking about winning a battle and turning it over. Puck out now. There's David Sweeney is having repair damage to his laces. And the score reads, there's a sunshine glare on the scoreboard, 112 to 1-7, a glare today, because there's a blue sky out, and dare say the blue sky is out over BorrisIleigh. Now Fergal Horgan blows the whistle. Nearly coming up to 10 minutes gone in the second half. Puck out once more by Barry Hogan. Barry, a long puck out, dropping on our half back line. Under it is Ray McCormack, and followed is the great Paddy Stapleton, the Saint, the son of the Saint. And when the Saints go marching in, and Paddy drives the ball down the field towards Jerry Kelly. Jerry of Rathmine. Jerry goes up in the air, and he's a great man in the air. And it's Willie Connors. Now the ref is after giving an advantage to Kildangan, and he may be giving him a free, but to me it was a fall. But the ref has deemed it free, but I don't think so. But Fergal. Okay, free taken by Willie Connors once more. 10 minutes gone in the second half, 20 minutes to go. Willie Connors, and he's getting waiting on a towel. No, he's decided not to. Who knows? The towel trick is an old one now. But anyway, Willie on the midfield, centre of the field, takes the ball, strikes from his right side, and this time he scores it. And a long free by Willie, and a good free. And the scores is 112 to 1-8. James McCormick this time goes short to his talisman, to Brendan. Brendan strikes up his left side. Brendan, and it's breaking towards Fergal Hayes and Willie Connors. And Tommy Ryan's going to close in. Now it's Tommy Ryan is after interceding the pass, and Tommy is doing well. Tom Ryan foot going well. Tom's one hand on the ground. But it's Willie Connors again. It's starting to come into the game a lot, Willie Connors. Now it's Liam Ryan Drifter goes to catch the ball, but it didn't work out. But Moose again into his brother Niall. Big Niall, 6'6" of him in with the ball. Niall Kenny. Oh, what? Didn't work out. We got a free in, and Niall is very close to a goal. His brother Connor set him up, and Niall is starting to cause havoc in there. Big, strong athlete. Now, a free be tapped over by young Kevin Maher of Knockanure. John Joe played with Borristown through the years. His dad, John Joe, had a tremendous North final in '95. I remember again to him on a lovely hot evening. One of his great games. Now it's Kevin Maher with number 13 on his back. What a year he's having along with his buddy JD. Now, over the bar for Kevin, he won a minor B recently with both JD and Kevin, minor North and County B titles. Anyway, puck out, we taken by Barry Hogan, and 5 points in it in favour of BorrisIleigh. Ball dropping, it's Kieran Maher, it's Seamus Burke, they're all going up for it. But it's now it's Paul Flynn, the danger man for Kildangan. Paul Flynn near the side end, he's working his way around. Paul Flynn is a dangerous player, we'll have to close him down, snuff him out. And that's great back play. That's great, that's tremendous back play. They harried him and buckled him, and they did what they had to do, because they're well aware of the threat that Paul Flynn carries.
Jamie Cannon in the quarter-final, in the semi-final, he marked O'Mara for Kieran today, he's marking Billy Seymour.
And Paddy Stapleton's having a superb year with Boris. Superb year. What about the performance on Boogie and Shamie Callan and not so long ago against Drummond? Now with Brendan Maher to take a sideline ball at his own end. Brendan Maher, number 6, hits a long ball up the field, and it's Conor. It got deflected, and it's broken in the path of Niall Kenny. He's broken the path of Ty Gallagher. Ty Gallagher left hand side, but he's blocked down by Conor Kenny. Now it's Willie Connors has gone in the full forward line. Willie Connors about trying to take on Paddy Stapleton. Willie taking him on. Willie is turning and twisting, but tremendous back play by Foxy Burke. Out comes Seamus Burke, Foxy, but it's number 9 hits it low, and the Boris backs are swarming him. And here's once more is Seamus Burke again trying to break onto the ball, but Billy Seymour is a danger man. No, it's still there, and who has it? It's Dan McCormick, the ever powerful Dan McCormick, and Dan McCormick shows us the fist, and Dan McCormick is pumped, as he always says. Dan McCormick is a Trojan man. Now it looks as if Paddy Stapleton is hurt. Interesting there, are they placing Willie Connors in around Paddy Stapleton? If so, the warning signs could be ominous. We'll see now, is Willie gone back out to midfield? No, Willie's going to stay in around the corner forward position. That's where Willie is now. Willie's now picking up Brendan Maher or Sean McCormick. I'll come back to it. Now the ball once more, and it's young JD fighting tooth and nail for it, and it's Jerry Kelly, and it's Moose on the loose again. Conor Kenny near the sideline earns a hard. Now I thought it was a sideline ball, but it looks like a throw in. The ref is the linesman is holding up his flag as if it's but it was what's going on here? A free awarded against Fergal Hayes. The ref is after giving a free. Now we need cool.
He says that ball was picked off the ground.
The ref deems that the ball was picked off the ground, and a free in and a let off for Boris, it must be said. A free for young Kieran Maher. And what time have we left? 45 minutes gone, 15 minutes to go. And there's a blue sky over the hills of Garrangrania. Now it's Kevin Maher. Kevin Maher steadies himself, right hand side striker, nice and cool as always. Strikes now. This time it goes wide by Kevin. Not to worry, Kevin. Not to worry, you're going well. 5 points in it in favour of BorrisIleigh. Puck out to be taken by Barry Hogan. He's aiming down here for Alan Flynn. No, he bypasses Alan Flynn and he goes towards Ty Gallagher. And Liam Ryan Drifter. Now it's number nine, Johnny Horn for Kildangan. And now it's Paul Flynn near the sideline. Paul Flynn can score, we know that. Now Paul Flynn is after getting a great score for Kildangan. Now there's 4 points in it. 4 points in it. Now tired limbs are going to be shown from here on now. So it's who wants it the most, and I suppose who's the fittest. Borris won't be lacking in fitness anyway. They've been doing some training all the year. Now it's once again it's Kildangan on the attack, hitting down the ball towards Ray McCormack and big rangy Dan O'Mara. Breaks inside to Brendan Maher, a great man to have when you want him. Right in the right place. Now down towards big Niall Kenny. Niall Kenny and to his brother Connor. Now it's Jerry Kelly. Oh, Jerry touched the ball on the ground and the ref hard look. Oh Lord. And we were in an attack. 4 points in it. 46 minutes gone. BorrisIleigh have to watch up, because if they get a goal, God knows it could be a titanic finish. There's still 15 minutes to go. There's a lot of hurling to be done yet in the 2019 county final. Okay, puck out. Barry Hogan has come out to his own half back line. So he'll probably be going for a score, or you wouldn't know he could drop it in. I'd say he'll go for a point, because he's a long free taker. He has a good long shot, we know that. And he hits it well into the sky. And where's it dropping? It's dropping. It's gone right and wide. It's gone right to the right side. Okay, Barry Hogan makes his way back to the goal. James McCormack take the puck out. Needs an attendance. Yes, 7,250 people here in Thurles today. And the sun is coming out and the rainbows are out. And the ball is dropping towards Conor Kenny again. But it's picked up by Johnny Horn. And it's Alan Flynn on the attack. Alan Flynn now packs that young Sean Hayes. We saw him now. Sean Hayes passes the ball to Dan O'Mara. Dan O'Mara passes again, and it's Sean Hayes. Jesus, Sean Hayes. Oh. No. Oh, the ref was after giving a penalty. Oh my God, the ref, how can you give a penalty? The ref, that can't be a penalty. There was no body tack. I mean, that's unbelievable to give a penalty there. And it's such decisions. Games are won and lost. I mean, Kildangan broke the speed between Sean Hayes and Dan O'Mara. And Paddy Stapleton is arrogant, and I wouldn't blame him. Now Barry Hogan has come up to take this penalty, and he's surely going for a goal. And the score reads 113-19. Barry Hogan coming up to take this penalty for Kildangan, facing James McCormack. Oh, he takes the shot. Great save by James McCormack, and he comes to get the replay as well. Now he comes to get great play by James McCormack, and he picked up the rebound. And now we're wondering have we free out, but the umpire was given a 65. But I thought James McCormack was fouled as he went to play the ball. Bit of argument going on. But what a great save by James McCormack. Barry Hogan went for it, and the time 48-59. You're 11 minutes left plus stoppage. 11 minutes. The game is on a fine balance now, because Kildangan are throwing everything. Sean Hayes is making a difference. We saw him this year with Tipperary, of course, in the under-20s. Now Willie Connors taking this free. On his own 65. Now it's a score again by Willie Connors, bringing the game down to 3 points. Now Borris will have to tighten up. Willie Connors is hugging in around the half-forward line now, picking up is Brendan Maher, I think. Now James McCormack. Now Borris have to win this puck out. Up goes Jerry in the hole at him, but out comes Kildangan. Here by is that Fergal Hayes? Great tackle by J.D. Devaney. Young Kieran Maher. And it's Dan McCormack. Dan running off at speed, down the speed, and being chased by Paul Flynn. But Dan has opened up the yards in front of him. Dan is coming. It's flicked away. Now, it's a sideline ball for BorrisIleigh. Dan McCormack made some room. If you were playing rugby yesterday, you'd say, wow, what space he made.
And it's gone out, and it's going to be a line ball.
Line ball to be taken by, I would say, Jerry Kelly. Jerry Kelly's going towards it. Dan made some space there. Now. There's someone injured on the Kildangan team as Jerry Kelly prepares to take a sideline. from out near his own half forward line. Right inside under the newsstand.
37 or 8.
And he pucks it, and now Niall Kenny inside, and Kieran Kevin Maher. But Alan Flynn gets the ball and passes back to Barry Hogan, who clears these lines, dropping between Kieran Maher and Ray McCormack. Ray McCormack catches the ball, puts up his hair. Ray McCormack was high tackled there, but Ray is speed to burn. We've seen this a few times this year with Ray. There's some speed. Ray McCormack still has it. Oh, but now it's the Kildangan boys. Number 4, Fergal Hayes, and now it's David Sweeney. David Sweeney is in the ruck. It's in the ruck, and it's now it's Niall Kenny once more brings out the ruck, and it's Jerry Kelly. Oh, Jerry Kelly puts the ball. Oh, it's gone wide. It's gone wide. Now there's a sub gone on for the Kildangan team, number 18.
Last out, and there's a change. Joe Gallagher, the captain, is off.
Andy Loughnane is on, and Joe Gallagher is gone. Andy Loughnane, another brother of Jack Loughnane, sons of Eddie, grandsons of Paddy, who hurled for many years with Boris in the past. Anyway, puck out once more by Barry Hogan, down through the far side, and Willie Connors is breaking for it. Willie Connors out near the side end, and it's Ty Gallagher trying to pick it up. Ty Gallagher has it picked up. Ty Gallagher looking to see what his options are. Pucks it in field, aim towards big Dan O'Mara, but it's nearly cut up by Ray McCormack, but it's Billy Seymour. Billy Seymour taking on Seamus Burke, and Billy Seymour, a wide ball. Billy Seymour, Billy Seymour seemed to do all the right things. He took his time, he turned to his favourite left side, but it skewed wide. And there's 3 points in it, but BorrisIleigh badly need a score or 2. Now we're looking at his sub here in the BorrisIleigh team. Looks like Jack Hogan. Jack Hogan is coming on, number 18 on his back. Ball dropping once more. And it's Tommy Ryan Foot breaking on with David Sweeney. No. A disputed line ball between Boris and Kildangan. And Fergal says it's a Kildangan ball. And Fergal, BorrisIleigh seem to be very annoyed, and they seem to be adamant that it's a BorrisIleigh ball. But Fergal is adamant that he's giving it to Kildangan. No, there's a sideline to be taken by, or is it a free? Oh, no wonder BorrisIleigh are so enraged. There's a free he's after awarding. And no wonder the BorrisIleigh are enraged. The ball was there to be played. No wonder Johnny Kelly is so enraged. He played the ball was there, Fergal. Anyway, free taken by Willie Connors, and there's only 3 points in it. Now the ball, he failed to rise the ball, and what happens in this case? Now it's Paddy Saint breaking onto the ball. Paddy Saint, son of John, and it's Tommy the Foot. And it's Dan the man. By Dan McCormack, when you're wanted, you're good. And Niall Kenny in the corner, along with James Quigley. James Quigley clears these lines. James Quigley aims towards Andy Loughnane. Andy Loughnane being chased by the drifter. And it's young JD, the star of the show. JD at speed down the right hand side in Semple Stadium. He's low into Jerry Kelly, a grandson of the great Timmy Delaney. It's Jerry. Oh, and David Sweeney cleans his lines, and now we're reaching desperation stage. Cleared by David Sweeney. The ball dropping down, and it's Brendan Maher up into the slough, but it's broken inside. But it's big rangy Dan O'Mara. And a tackle by Paddy Stephen that could have saved the day. The ball is and it's Billy Seymour again, and Tommy Ryan Futter after saving. Tommy Ryan after saving the day. Come on, Seamus Burke, come on and hound him. Go up to Andy Loughnane, go up. Now Andy Loughnane hits the ball, and it's back over the bar, and a point for Kildangan, and my heart is in my mouth. Tommy Ryan scooped the ball off the goal line to save the day. And Tommy has run himself to a standstill. What a great game he has. Tommy's been replaced now by Jack Hogan. Tommy had a great game, and he saved the day for Boris, I dare say. We're only 2 points up. With BorrisIleigh badly need a score just to steady the ship. And looks like Kieran Cohen is getting ready to come in as well. Big strong Kieran with number 19 on his back. Puck out will be taken again, and it's Kevin Maher. Kevin Maher wins the ball. And he kicks the ball down the sideline. Kildangan are getting little breaks, so little breaks are going their way. 2 points in it, and this is anybody's game. Now, numbers, who's taking this at all? Johnny,
Listen inside, and it is going to be the wing back.
Darren Moore is going to take this sideline, taking his time.
This is a
Maybe taking a breather. The match is in the melting pot. Match is in the melting pot, and it could be anybody's game. Darren Moore and Conor Kenny caught this the breaking sideline, breaking towards Jerry Kelly, but Jerry Kelly is taken around by the neck. Jerry Kelly, bring up that ball and go. Pass the ball and put it over the bar. And put it up. Put it up. Put it up. What a point. What a point, Jerry Kelly. What a point.
3 points up with 56
Now,
on the
puck
clock.
out by Barry Hogan down the centre of the field, turning towards the side end. And it's Brendan Maher again up in the clouds. And Brendan Maher bringing out the ball. And it's Liam Ryan Drifter, his son of Paul. Hits the ball and it's breaking towards Conor Kenny once more. And now Fergal. Another sideline issue. But Brendan Maher was needed there, he did it. Conor Kenny's after winning some vital ball. Now Willie Connors is squaring up to this. 3 minutes and a half to go on the clock. And we're only 3 points up. Willie Connors getting instructions from the sideline mentors, Dara Egan. Now, Willie's taking his right hand side shot and a long ball. He's after scoring a brilliant point. Ty Gallagher from 60 yards out. What a brilliant point. Brilliant ball. Brilliant score, brilliant score, Willie Connors. And now the match is reaching fever pitch with 2-3 minutes to go. The clock says 3, but it will be extra time. James McCormick, far side of the field, towards Conor Kenny and Conor Kenny and Niall Kenny. Niall Kenny wins the breaking ball. Can he find JD? Can he find Jack Hogan? Now we're after winning a hard end free. And Brendan Maher. Niall Kenny are after winning tremendous ball here today. Niall Kenny are after winning great ball.
Over the far side of the field. They fought hard and valiantly all day. They're good value for that couple of points.
Now 3 points in it. Sorry, 2 points in it. Should be 3 if we score this. The clock tips down to 2 minutes. But Kildangan have resurrected themselves back into this contest and made some match out of it. But sure, we knew they would. They're the form team all the year. Now, Brendan Maher on his own half forward line this time. Studies himself. Brendan, all his experience is needed here. Okay, Brendan. Is it over? It's over. BorrisIleigh up 3 points. A vital stage. The clock says less than 2 minutes, but plus injury time. Short puck out once more. Shot out by Barry Hogan, and his full back passes it back to him, and now a long one dropping towards Jack Hogan, and Jack Hogan bats the ball, breaks onto Andy Look then, and it's Jack Hogan, and a fresh pair of legs is vital in the game. Like, look at Jack Hogan's speed, and to young JD, the star of the show. Young JD will trick, he'll turn, he'll twist. Oh, was interceded by the Kildangan backman, and now it's Paddy Stapleton. Paddy, the son of the saint. And it's number 4, and tripped, and Liam Ryan Drifter got tripped by Dan O'Mara. Yes, Paddy Saint, son of God. What an interception. Now, Brendan Maher, take this. We're down to less than a minute. We dare to dream. And the skies are have lit up in Semple Stadium. But it's James Quigley and Conor Kenny wins the tussle. Conor Kenny from an acute angle. And is it over? Oh, we thought it was over because the umpire paused. I wonder if, what would Hawkeye say? Because the umpire did pause. Now another sub on the Kildangan team, number 21. And Ty Gallagher has been taken off. 21. I'll come back to it. No, the ball broke down on the far side of the field. Paul Flynn out in the sideline, being marshalled by Seamus Foxy Burke and Brendan Maher. And a sideline ball to be taken. Kildangan sideline ball. Once more Willie Connors, but Alan Flynn has gone forward, relies into desperation. There's only 3 points in it. And there's 3 minutes. I think someone told me there's 3 minutes. 60 minutes have gone up on the clock. We're 3 minutes away. Oh, Brendan. And it's Paddy the Saint. And a free out. What's wrong? Fergal is having a word. Fergal Horgan is having a word with one of the Kildangan men. And it's a free out to Burris, and that's the breathing space we needed. He's having a word with Paul Flynn. Paul Flynn is going into the book for some tackle on Paddy Stapleton. And that's a breeder that BorrisIleigh needed. A free out to be taken by James McCormick. The towel man is into him again. No, he doesn't need it. Now the crowd can we sense it? Are we minutes away from history? 33 years of beckoning. And here we go. The ball is dropping down towards big Conor Kenny again. Oh, and it's put Kildangan pick up the break. And the ball, Seamus Burke in the air, and Paul Flynn. But Dan McCormick, Dan the man, drives it down. Young Kevin Maher. Young Kevin catches the ball. And young Kevin hits the ball. And I dare say, has he scored? Oh, hard luck, Kevin. We thought you were going to land it above and knock an over. Puck out once more by Barry Hogan. Ball dropping down towards Willie Connors. Willie Connors here being marshalled by Dan McCormick. The ball is poked in very high. Oh, could be under penalty. No. Oh, my heart is in my mouth. And the ball drifts wide. Big, who was left at the end of that ball? And big Dan McCormick, big Dan O'Mara, 6 foot, whatever he is. He's a giant of a man. No, puck out once more, be taken by James McCormick. We're down to a minute and a half. Does history beckon? And on we go. And it's the ball breaks through. Now it's Kildangan on attack, but once again it's Dan McCormick and it's Drifter Ryan. Liam Ryan Drifter and Jerry Kelly. Turns the man, but it's Alan Flynn on the rebound. Alan Flynn back plays it to his goalie Barry Hogan. Barry Hogan pokes up the sideline here towards Andy Lucknan. And it's Dan McCormick lets it go out over the sideline for a sideline ball for BorrisIleigh. Sideline ball to BorrisIleigh, and Dan McCormick is getting up. He's okay. Dan McCormick had a great game. And watches his brother Ray taking this. No, they're calling out Brendan himself. Calm head, cool head. We're nearly there. We're 30 seconds away from history. 33 years. 33 years. We're nearly there. And a great ball in, a big long ball, and it's Kieran Maher, but it's been broken. They're fighting tooth and nails, but it's young JD again. But it's Fergal Hayes from Kildangan breaks the ball to Alan Flynn. Alan Flynn being hurried by the Boris boys. Now it's young Kevin from Knockanower, and Kevin is trying his heart out. Good man, Kevin Earl again. And now Jack Hogan over towards Sean McCormick. Sean, take your time. Now to your brother Dan, Big Dan, and you're gone. The minutes are up. Fergal blow it up. The history beckons. BorrisIleigh's long wait has come to nearly an end. Here we go. Barry Hogan is poking a long, desperate ball. Yes, and BorrisIleigh have made history. 33 years is gone out the window. What a day! Oh, and Boris, what a day! 33 years, what a day! I thought I'd never live to see it. At the age of 20, I saw 3 county finals at Club All Ireland. I could wait 33 more years. And we've done history. The Kennys, their grandfather, Phoebe, Northern Wrestling, Sean and Paddy won county finals in 1950, and Philip won his in 86, and Niall and Connor have won it in 2019. What a day. And now we have Philip Kenny, son Connor, joint captain with Sean McCormick, to add their names to the famous Dan Breen Trophy. This is our 7th title. 1949 Sean Kenny, followed in 1950 Sean Kenny. 1953 Tim Ryan, father of Bobby and Aidan, the greats. Then we rolled on to the modern era, Big Tim of Palace, 1981. 1983 Noel Dwyer lifted the cup below in Leahy Park in Cashel. 1986 Mick Ryan Nicholas, and he went on to lift the All-Ireland Trophy on Patrick's Day to 1987. And now today, after a gap of 33 years, Giants captain of Sean McCormick and Conor Kenny, they put their names to a famous list. What a day. And the hills around Boris, the omens were good. The sky lifted. The blue sky over Garrangrania was telling us the long wait was over. And young JD Devaney, a day you'll never forget. We're thinking of your grandfather here today. What a legend he was too. He won his county final in 1953. He said hurling with BorrisIleigh seniors for over 20 years. Came on in a county quarter final in 1973. You're smiling down there today, and all the great hurlers down through the years in BorrisIleigh that tried and tried. It wasn't always doom and gloom. We met a strong Toomevara team down through the years. Then in 95 we could have made a breakthrough. We played Nina in 3 epic matches, and we had bet them in the North semi-final. Then we lost the North final to Toom. Then there was a playoff with Nina. We played them in 3 games, so 3 games and extra time before Nina finally bet us by a point. And that same Nina team went on to win the county final in 95. And what a day for Boris. And I mean all the work being led by Brendan Maher, Paddy, Dan, the stalwarts of the team, Sean, Ray, every one of them, young Jack Hogan played his part, young JD, Kevin Maher, Kieran Maher, every single one of them, Drifter, Seamus Burke, every single one of them were brilliant there today. Conor Kenny, what a player. Niall Kenny had some game. JD, Kevin, every one of them. James McCormick and 4 McCormick brothers on the team today. What a day. What a day. A long wait is over. 33 years. And the village will celebrate like never before. To overturn an 8 points defeat in a North final is no mean achievement. The bookies, the scribes, all went with Kildangan, but Boris knew they had it within him. To go out into a county final as an underdog, a proud hurling club like BorrisIleigh, and young JD would probably be decked man of the match. And a great prospect, and he has delivered on the big day as well. And the backroom team of Johnny Kelly, Philip Kenny, Philip Maher, Martin Maher, Angela Welsh, Diarmaid McCann, Sparky the chairman, and Henry, and the whole lot of them who are doing Trojan work in BorrisIleigh with the new pavilion. Now tonight they're going to feed the parish. There's going to be a miracle of the loaves and fishes. They're going to do it. They're going to turn water into cider. They're going to do something. But it's going to be some week in Borris. And next weekend we play the mighty Glen Rovers with Pat Horgan, who a famed hurling club, who gave us the great Tomas Mulcahy, but one of the greatest of them all, Christy Ring. And BorrisIleigh will be alive. I'll have to go home now and get a bonfire ready. This is a day of days. Up to accept the cup now any minute. And Kildangan are gutted, but their wait won't be too long away. But for BorrisIleigh, it's a treasured victory. But all the work has been done over the years. I know in other clubs as well, but I can only talk about my own club. The work has been done underage, and for them 2 young boys to win their county final and their first year takes some doing. Yes, that's young JD and young Kevin Maher. Fair play to him. I can only augur well for BorrisIleigh's future, because 33 years is too long, a long time. As I said, at the age of 20 I saw 3 county finals won, and I thought, sure, this is the way it's going to be. How wrong I was. It took 33 more years to win it back. 1986, and on that day Philip Kelly scored 6 points from play. And to think today, all these years later, he's 2 sons out there who were brilliant. I will just keep on air for another while now, and we'll watch the cup. And the captain is up. I can see the captain. Is it Sean and Connor? And then the man of the match will be interesting. And a great crowd out in the field all the years. Johnny Kelly, they'll have to make a bronze statue of you in BorrisIleigh, or a gold statue. And I believe you're going on to Offaly with Michael Fennelly and Michael Kavanagh, but I don't think you'll be let go. I think you'll have to ring up Michael Fennelly tomorrow and say, sorry Michael, we're only starting with BorrisIleigh maybe, who knows. And there's Dan McCormick sportingly hugs his teammate Willie Connors. They togged out in Croke Park this year and delivered us in All-Ireland. What a great year for Tipperary, and a great year for Borris. And what a culmination in careers in medals for Brendan Maher, Paddy Stapleton, Dan McCormick, who have hurled at the very top for Tip down through the years, and now they get the one prize that has eluded them so far. And well done to them. Finally, just rewards comes in the end. But Kildangan made his work hard. Kildangan fought hard there, and a great save by James McCormick, which was probably the winning of the game. And early on, Billy Seymour did miss a goal that could have set the trend different, and Dan O'Mara near the end. But anyway, we got there by 3 points, and the huge weight has lifted. And my God, it's a fabulous day. It's a fabulous day for the people of BorrisIleigh. And God knows the parish could do with a lift. We've had a lot of tragedies over the last 12 months, and today is a special day in the parish. And we go on now to represent Tipperary with distinction. I would say we will, because we are the last proud Tipperary club to lift the All-Ireland. back in March 1987. I'm just saying goodbye to my TJ Carr colleagues here, because they're all wishing us luck. No. John Devan is about to present a trophy to our two joint captains, Conor Kenny and...
It's a tremendous honour for an old Boris hurler to stand in the presence of the best hurlers in Tipperary when Tipperary are on the crest of the wave as All Ireland champions, and when I'm after being handed the cup by one of the greatest all-stars that ever represented the parish. And it befalls my huge honour to sing this old song down through the years. And time has been running out. I thought, Jesus, looking over at Kevin DeLargy, I was saying, well, this 33-year gap. So, such an honour. I'm so proud of you. Every one of you, I know you since you were kids. I knew your fathers and many of your grandfathers. So to share the old moment, savour this moment, lads, every single one of you. Somebody said to me one time, it is a great old expression, he was talking about cattle. An ounce of breeding is worth a ton of feeding. And you can apply that to every single one of you. I know a little winding road, so beautiful to stray, where the wild perfume of the hawthorns bloom, and the woodbine skirts the way. The heather brown upon the hill, and the wildflowers in the lee. The shady road winds on between two lovely fair Ileigh. Ileigh, 'tis a beauty spot down in a shady dell. The green hills fair as above, where many a brave man fell.
Woo!
There the trees are evergreen, and the flowers you'll always see. The roses' perfume scents the air, round the lovely fair Ileigh. If you wander up the green hill slopes, midst the pure and balmy air, you can view the rolling plains below, so lovely, bright and fair. There nature gives her richest garb to every bush and tree, and spreads the wildflowers o'er the vale, round the lovely fair Ileigh. At evening time in the old kill field, you can see the boys so bold. 'Twould remind you of old Knocknagow in Kickham's story told. See them wield their commands so brave and manfully. There's many a man last verse. He understands that little church and the graveyard all around, where three of Ireland's noble dead rest in that holy ground. There are three green graves, sad I ween, no monument had they, where rest in peace the ashes of young Russell Burke and the Shay. But the day was not far distant, and we hoped it would not be, when we raised a monument o'er their graves. Round the lovely fair